everyone. Today I am going to discuss some properties and patterns of square numbers. Before getting into the topic, I am going to show you some important results which will be implemented during the discussion. So without wasting time, let us start. Suppose we take n minus 1, n and n plus 1 be any consecutive natural numbers. Okay, here I will consider two cases. So the first case is if n is even. Now we know the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. Now this is an odd number. 1, 2 is even. This is odd. This is even. This is odd. Even. Okay. Now see, if we take n is even, suppose n equals to 4. 4 is an even number. We are taking n equals to 4. Then what is the value of n minus 1? That is 3. And what is the value of n plus 1? That is 5. These two numbers are odd. So if we take n as an even number, then you will get n minus 1 and n plus 1 as odd numbers. Now the second case, if you will take n as an odd number, suppose we are taking n equals to 3. 3 is an odd number. Now simply n minus 1 will be equals to 2 and n plus 1 will be equals to 4. These two numbers are even numbers. But here I have mentioned that n is an odd number. Sorry, it will be other than 1, then n minus 1 and n plus 1 will be even numbers. Why I have mentioned other than 1? Because see, if I take n equals to 1, then n minus 1 becomes 0, but 0 is not a natural number, right? So we cannot consider n equals to 1. So from this result we can say that n minus 1 and n minus n minus 1, n and n plus 1 are three consecutive numbers where n minus 1 is even when n is odd, n plus 1 is even when n is odd. So n minus 1 and n plus 1 are two consecutive even numbers, right? Similarly, if I take n as even, then n minus 1 and n plus 1 becomes odd numbers, right? So in the case when n is even number, then n minus 1 and n plus 1 are odd. They are consecutive odd numbers, n minus 1 and n odd numbers, n minus 1 and n plus 1. Now this is a plus b whole square, right? We have learned that a square means a into a. So simply we can write a plus b whole square means a plus b into a plus b. Now multiply this. A square plus ab plus ba plus b square. This means a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now this is the formula of a plus b whole square, and here a plus b into a minus b. If you multiply this, we'll get a square minus ab plus ab minus b square. This means a square minus b square. This is the formula of a square minus b square. A square, a plus b into a minus b. You have to remember these two formulas. These formulas are very important for your higher classes. Okay. Now the second result. the third result. If we multiply any number with any even number, the result will always be an even number. Okay. If we multiply any number, suppose n be any number, if we multiply it with 2, then 2n will always be a even number. Why? Because 2 is an even number. N can be any number, even or odd. Okay. If you will consider 4n, that will also be an even number. If we will consider 6n, that will be an even number. Why? Because every time I am multiplying n with the even numbers 2, 4, 6. Okay. Let us take an example. 1 into 2 is 2. 1 is an odd number. 2 into 2 is 4. 2 is an even number. 3 into 2, 6. 3 is an odd number. 4 into 2, 8. 4 is an even number. So here, if I am multiplying the even numbers with 2 and the odd numbers with 2, I am getting the results as even numbers because I am multiplying them with even numbers. Okay, so the result is 2n is always an even number. Just have a glance of the results, as I am going to use these results in my further discussion. Let's start the discussion about the properties of square numbers. This is a very important property of square numbers. For every natural number n, the difference of squares of two consecutive natural numbers is equal to their sum. Let us consider two consecutive natural numbers n, and what will be its consecutive number? N plus 1. Or I can take n and n minus 1. Okay. In the first case, let us take, according to the property, the difference of the squares of the natural numbers, means n plus 1 whole square minus n square. Now I am implementing the a plus b whole square formula here. N square plus 2n plus 1 minus n square, that is 2n plus 1. I can write this in the form n plus n plus 1. So you can see I have taken the natural numbers as n and n plus 1, and now I have expressed the difference of their squares as the sum of those two numbers. Okay. And now in this case, if I take n minus 1 and n as the natural numbers, so according to the formula, n square minus n minus 1 whole square is equals to n square minus n square plus 2n minus 1. This means, I have used the a minus b whole square formula here. I forgot to mention that formula before. Okay, here I am explaining that formula. A minus b whole square means a minus b and into a minus b. This implies a square minus 2ab plus b square. I have applied this formula here. You can check it. Okay, I have broken this n minus 1 whole square and I have multiplied this minus with this bracket. Now the result becomes 2n minus 1. Okay, I can express this as n plus n minus 1. These are the two numbers I have taken here. I have expressed the difference of their squares as their sum. Okay. Now let's move to the next property. Product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers is n square minus 1, where n is any natural number. Previously I have discussed that if n minus 1, n and n plus 1 be three consecutive natural numbers, and here if n is odd, then n minus 1 and n plus 1 are even, right? So they are the consecutive even numbers. Now here I am taking the consecutive even numbers n minus 1 and n plus 1. If I multiply them, the product will be n square minus 1 according to the formula a plus b into a minus b equals to a square minus b square. I have discussed this formula before. Now, if n is even, then n plus 1 is odd and n minus 1 is also odd, right? Then the product of these consecutive two odd, they are consecutive, right? Then the product of these two consecutive odd numbers are same according to this formula. This is n square minus 1. Here you can see a plus b into a minus b. Here a plus b means n plus 1 and a minus b means n minus 1. So that becomes n square minus 1. Here also the same formula has been applied. Let's move to the next property. This is the next property of the square numbers. I have discussed that 2n is always a even number. Since it is multiplied with 2, that is an even number. Since the n is multiplied with 2, that is the even number. Now, if 2n is even number, then obviously 2n minus 1 will be an odd number, right? Now, let's come to the property. For any natural number n, okay, the sum of first n odd numbers. What is the first odd number? 1. What is the second odd number? 3. Now, in first case, the sum of first odd number is 1. In the second case, sum of the first two odd numbers is 1 plus 3. Sum of the first three odd numbers is 1 plus 3 plus 5. Sum of the first four odd numbers is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, right? So add this. This is 1, this is 4, this is 9, this is 16, right? See here. This is 1 square, 1, this is 2 square, this is 3 square, this is 4 square. I can continue this adding the odd numbers, okay? Now, if I continue this adding up to nth odd number, that will be 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus up to nth odd number, that will be 2n minus 1. 2n minus 1. Let me write this properly. Okay. This will be equals to n square according to the property. Here I can see the sum of first odd number is 1 square. The sum of first two odd numbers is 2 square. Sum of the first three odd numbers 3 square. Sum of the first four odd numbers is 4 square. So sum of the first n odd numbers will be n square. Okay. Here some students may ask why I have taken this as 2n minus 1. Now for understanding that, look at the last numbers of these lines. Here it is 1. Okay. I can write 1 in the format 2 into 1 minus 1. Here, when I am taking the first two odd numbers as their sum, the last number is 3. I can express 3 as 2 into 2 minus 1. Here, in the third line, when I am taking the first three odd numbers as their sum, the last number is 5. I can express 5 as 2 into 3 minus 1. In this way, when I am taking n consecutive odd numbers as their sum, the last number will be 2 into n minus 1. So I have taken 2n minus 1 here. Okay, clear? Let's move to some patterns of the square numbers. Okay. Here is an important pattern of square numbers. Product of two consecutive odd numbers plus 1 will be equals to the even number between that consecutive odd numbers and whole square. That means suppose I am taking n as the even number. Then n minus 1 will be odd number. Similarly, I can say that n plus 1 will also be odd number, and these two odd numbers are consecutive numbers. So product of these two consecutive numbers is and plus 1. This means this is the formula a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. I have said about the formula before. Now I am applying that formula here. Plus 1. This means n square. So I have taken the even number as n, right? So I have came at the result n square, that the even number between them whole square. Some students may take 2n as the positive number in the place of n. Then also the result will be same. Then if 2n is the even number, then 2n minus 1 is odd number and 2n plus 1 is the odd number. Then according to the pattern, the product of these two consecutive odd numbers will be this, and plus 1 means it will be a plus b into a minus b. Again same formula, a square minus b square, that is equals to a plus b into a minus b. I have applied this formula here, and now again I am applying the formula. This will be 4n square, that means 2n whole square minus 1. 4n square minus 1, that, and the answer will become 4n square. This means 2n whole square. Now in this case I have taken 2n as the even number, and now at the last I have reached at the square of the even number between these consecutive two odd numbers. Okay, Let's move to the next pattern. The square of any odd natural number other than 1 can be expressed as the sum of consecutive natural numbers. Now, suppose I am taking n as any odd natural number, okay? Now, square of any odd natural number means I have taken n as an odd natural number, so square of n means n square, and that can be expressed as the sum of consecutive natural numbers. Can I write n square as 2n square by 2? Okay, this 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. So the next step is break this 2n square as n square plus n square. Okay, now plot here -1 and +1. This -1 and +1 will be cancelled out. So the ultimate result will be 2n square in the numerator, right? And the denominator here is 2. So let's break this as two different fractions. Square -1 by 2 plus n square plus 1 by 2. Okay, now put any value of n other than 1. I have mentioned other than 1. Why? Because if I put here the value of n as 1, then it becomes 0. Okay, so I cannot put here 1. So let's take n equals to 7. It becomes 7 square means 49 minus 1 by 2 plus 7 square 49 plus 1 means 50 by 2. This means 49 minus 1, that is 48 by 2, that is 24, and 50 by 2 means 25. So I have expressed n square as this, and I have taken the value of n as 7, and then I have got the result 24 plus 25. They are the two